Welcome to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. Today we're establishing a food industry and things related thereto, such as our own brewery, making our own beer, and also our own meat. Yes, all these things, industry, food, is very fiddly stuff because you need to get crops all around the place. Well, I have a solution to that, and that's one of these large combined cargo vehicle storage, because it does meat, livestock, crops, food, alcohol, everything. So one of these in the center. Yes, good morning. Are you woken up here? Didn't you know it? She's awake. Yep, try not to get too distracted here. Yes, one of those, another one of those in the middle, and then we hook up all the factories all around and so on, see what we can do. So that's in storage or hereabouts somewhere. The knots, where are the... I don't know where such a mod would be categorized, because it is everything. It is storage. Yes. Multi-rail, large... this is the one. Right, to remove... It is in favorites, but I don't know where that crashed. That crashed the game. Where did you know it? That's interesting. Go again. I suppose we go again. There's nothing else for it. The theme tune almost made it. At least I hadn't done anything this time. It's exactly the same as we just saw. And the load time was pretty quick too. Very much cached here. Okay, try again. Try again. Storage. I have built one of those. I don't see why it would suit. Nope, that was something. A glitch or a fluke or whatever we'd like to call it. Okay, let's have a look at this. It has roads on the left as we see it now, and then it has rails. It has a high voltage, and that's good if we want to store a lot of meat. But we're using quite a bit of electricity by now, and the coal power plant is using an enormous amount of coal. So you should try not to store too much meat. Maybe. Speaking of which, I wonder how much meat I'm storing in here. That could be why the power plant is running. So, very much. Yeah. Try and get it here somewhere. And we want plenty of space all around it, because all around this is where we'll have the various industries. Yeah, I think we got the point. I should perhaps pre-flatten the terrain slightly. No, we can't have it over here because that's too close to the town, and these will pollute a little bit. They will pollute. You're paying. Stop paying. Not that we're low on money or anything. Okay, I don't think that you can get to that thing from there. Yeah, then we had to get rid of that, and that might crash the game when we get back. I would like that. Yes, that one. And go. Storage. Yes. Combined cargo storage version 2. Yes. Make a little bit of an incision into the landscape around it here for now, because once you have placed the building, even though it is just a blueprint, you can't touch the surrounding ground anymore, interact with it, or do stuff. That is very large. Yeah, but here's where we're having it just get on with it. Yep. Okay, we do a bit more terrain. Now hooked up to this. Yes, there are many factories that we need. Food, alcohol, crops, related stuff, meat. I mean, we need 3 buildings just to have meat. Food, alcohol is a bit simpler though. I mean, that ought to work. Have it up on a little bit of a different elevation here. Just have to consider how to get workers into each and every one of these. That's the problem. That is the problem. See, when we have, let's get that one out to do a bit of. Yeah, we need to use the factory connections, obviously, for this to work with any efficiency. And as such, we're going to block off access to, we can't do footpaths over factory connections. So, we can't do overpasses. That's true. There is overpasses now. We try and build overpasses over the... why not? Yes. Okay, fine. Continue laying out the industries then and see if we can do some industry. Fossil fuels is not it. Food factory. Road connection is that way. I want the road connection pointing outwards. Tooltip, would you go away? Oh, that's even all the way out here. We can try then if these bridges are going to work. They are sure to work. I've never used them. To help that along, it might realize that it can actually do this connection. Ah, come on. With the... Yes, that's a food factory, and then next to it we'll have alcohol distillery. Yes, I prefer it if we do beer rather than distilled spirits. Gets a bit out of hand. If that's all we got, I think. Okay. Food factory. Yeah, that's that, and then we also need meat. May have placed this slightly too far away, but the idea was a footpath from a bus stop around in the middle bouts. What about this one? This one I have not used since forever. If one were to have this. Something is not right with... good morning again. This thing, something is not right with. I think that his colleague that is contributing by putting her stuff ends up in a thing. A bus platform of these. Yes. We also have connections there and connections here. Okay, wait with that one and get on with food. Now, that one is the only one we don't need, so let's not build it. Livestock Farm. Hello. These are huge. Yes. I need a lot of workers for some reason. Massaging the cows or whatever they do. I don't know. I think I want to know a lot more. We could have maybe... How polluting is one of these? Can't be that bad. 3.6 tons per year. No, that's not a whole lot. That's nothing. I don't think. I think it's very minor. What about this? Pointed that way. Connect there. No, then it takes up a lot of space this way. I want to leave that space for more of these. We are not that many people. Yeah, but we are also slightly of a banana republic, selling as much stuff as we can, for the moment at least, to the Russians. They seem keen on buying. Get this done now. Yeah, and I need one more of these. Somewhere. There, maybe. And a little slaughterhouse too. Yes. What have I missed? Meat storage I don't need. Slaughterhouse and livestock farm, brewery and food factory. Food factory is very far away now, it seems to me. Doesn't have to be all the way over there. Put it slightly closer by, such as around here somewhere. I prefer it if you do the other one. Yep. And also we leave space for things. May not even need to screw around with footbridges, but we want maybe to screw around with footbridges. Yes, why not? Screw around with the footbridge. Yes. Rain is approaching, apparently. Yeah. What do you think? It's October. The wind is blowing. How much is the wind blowing here? 12 meters a second. Yeah, that's about similar conditions then, but the temperature is a whole lot nicer here. 25 degrees the 22nd of June. Yes, that would be something, and that's really far away now. Yes, don't digress about that. That's really too depressing. No, we try and focus here. For for citizens, a small bus platform. One of these, for some reason, I have gotten the thought of using into my head here of using. I don't know why, but we can try it. Oh, and we go into footpaths and overpaths. We can have underpasses too, but I would prefer to see the people, I think. Pedestrian overpass steel, pedestrian overpass concrete steel. Yes, definitely. We make steel. We have quite a bit. Okay, how much space does one of these pedestrian overpass? Okay, that's not very large. wonder how cooperative it's going to be. And before we do, maybe we should put the roads in. At least some of them. Let's see here. This one may well interfere, and no, nothing else will interfere, but this one. Yes, this road. I'm going to build. And yes, I can build the roads myself, but I think I'm going to pay for them because that takes. Otherwise, it takes too long for all of this to start happening. We'll see. See, we have to make a decision on this soon. And that's all we need for now. And the one of these get down from there. I don't know how they work in air. They can do nice curves and things, or what they do. And we'd also want to get down. It's enough to get down here. Yes. Get down around here, we can walk there, and we can walk onto the road and get to the factory. Could try and get a little landing in here. I don't know if it's possible to. We can try. Pedestrian bridge, steel. Some other infrastructure is in the way. The point is that this is supposed to go over the infrastructure that is in the way. Oh, they don't curve. Oh, I think that they are a bit like conveyors. We have to think of them as. Okay, then this is hopeless. Angle of connection is too sharp. Okay, it's one. Are you going to be that way? I see. Angle of connection. Yeah, this is what they straight upwards. Yeah, but this is rubbish. What the hell is this? Is this some sort of joke? If these would have behaved as heat pipes, yes, as they do on the ground, yeah, I realize it's a bit more complicated, but no, it doesn't have to be. I mean, what the hell is this about? I can't use it. No. I would need... pardon me. We'd need conveyor towers, the equivalent of little pillars with things pointing in all directions to be able to put all over the place. I bet there's a mod that does that. I bet there's a mod workshop. What do you think, colleague? Do you think there's a mod? Oops. You were sleeping again. You. That's all you do. That is all you do. Yeah. Well. Want to go outside, maybe? Yeah? No? No? Oh, no, I don't want to go. I'm playing Workers and Resources of its Republic. Yes. And trying to build a footpath pedestrian bridge crossing, but that was hopeless. So instead, try an underpass then. Try go under. See if that shouldn't be so fiddly. They should be able to do easier things than try where footpaths Underpass. Pedestrian underpass. Pedestrian tunnel. Pedestrian underpass. Okay. Yes. Okay, yeah, you go down and then you come up. Or well, you come up later, hopefully. This might be very handy. This may not turn out to be rubbish. This may turn out to be excellent. We shall see, except that we can't see the workers walking around. That's slightly unfortunate, but if this, let's see how this is. Some other infrastructure is in the way. Oh, what if we do? Oh, we have to turn on the underground view here. Underground. Some other infrastructure is in the way. Yeah, but that, it will do that. Okay. Some other infrastructure is in the way. And what other infrastructure is? How deep? Or what's? Can you hook up to? No. Oh, you can't have the tunnels do not do that. You know. Especially pedestrian tunnels do not do such things as split up and so on. And this is okay, it's rubbish and that's a bit harsh, but come on, you can do better, pretty sure. Maybe finish some features in the game sometime instead of just adding more things that may not be strictly necessary. Yeah, but this, if we could get this to work, that would be very good. But this is not working. Maybe you can't do that. Okay, if you can't do that, then it's not going to help. But also, I don't really need that tunnel. That one I don't need. Maybe not. They probably end up walking on the street. Who wants to walk underground anyway? I'm getting this to work now. Trying. Yes, we can have a tunnel going over there. But you can't... Oh, they don't do that. That's ridiculous. That's stupid. Yes. Stupid. Yeah, it's a silly limitation. X. Go overground. This isn't actually connected to anything. Yeah, we have to go over there too. Under these. We don't need to. We can use the street. I think so. I think I'm going to use the road. This. Okay, and connect up. Not that we need. Also, one thing that that should be in here, come to think of it, before we get too crazy with what happened now. A big wind power plant burnt down. Replaced. Nothing ever happened. There, and yeah, road cargo station. Road cargo station. Yeah, that could live out here. No, that will be in the way. Okay, well then, out here. bit not optimized. A bit long for the vehicles. It's a bit far for the vehicles to travel because they're all going into town. And this would mean that I have to go around the entire thing. And perhaps a smaller road cargo station in here, because if I put this here, it's going to make it a bit more difficult and challenging to get workers into there. And no. But did I favor it? Yeah, I have a small one here. Slightly more easy, just, to reverse up to the loading dock, basically. To do. We don't need this. Could go directly to via the road entrance. Yeah, you were building road. I was just checking there were no factory connections here to be in the way of either case. It's wonky, very wonky. There we do that, and then over here too. Going to be on a separate thing, maybe. To get workers, we need to get workers into there. Yes. This might actually end up being too far away for the brewery. Have footpath access there, and that's what will take the street up to there. But to get to the brewery, we might have to try our hand at underpassing or overpassing or something. Since underpasses may have been slightly more cooperative, slightly. Ever so slightly. Okay, and on that side there's going to be railway, lots of it. In order to get anything happening here, I'm going to pay for these roads. That way we can get the construction crews out going. What is this? That's just a reservation for this use. I'll have it for. The people come out of there, I think. And the livestock farm, but you are maybe not getting such a fancy road all the way. Should actually remove this. And do it better. Ah, damn it, I'm building a grid in Soviet Republic. A grid is perhaps almost a grid. My first grid in Soviet Republic, and you have to work pretty hard to get to it. It's not grid, but it's maybe it's a slightly organized street layout. This is guys doing fine here. There are many workers waiting around. Great. Right, and the last bit. Now we get the 620, that's nothing we have. That's like 10 dumpers on the train. Okay. That should be able to that should allow the construction crews to get out and construction or assign construction mode. I think they figured it out by themselves. Yeah, they did. Stop disturbing you, maybe. You're so very sleepy. How can you be so sleepy? Huh? You're grumpy too? Someone keeps waking me up here. That's why I'm slightly grumpy, perhaps. And I'm trying to sleep. Is that it? Perhaps, yeah, it might be. Okay, there is a bit of infrastructure missing. I would prefer it if you could prioritize this so that we can still see how, if they can walk. Yeah, they can't get to the brewery. And they can, I don't know if they can get, they will be able to get to these places. Connect. Oh, this should do it, maybe. I don't know when I built one of these last. It was a long time. Yeah. I think I trust this to yeah, that's easily enough, like 100, 250, 300 meters or so. Soviet meters. And do I try my hand at an overpass? Since the underpass, yeah, the underpass was slightly more cooperative, but still pretty uncooperative. Concrete maybe does not have pillars quite as steel ought to require less pillars than concrete. Can we pedestrian? Let me see if we can get one of these in first. Oh, you start from ground level then. If I do that, no, you see, that's not what we want. Not at all. Can you put these? Oh, these need to hook up to. Okay, you can put them on ground. Yeah, but they don't hook up to a footpath, do they? Ah, yes, they do. I see. Maybe not. They don't have to be quite so rubbish. Then let's see if we can gain a bit of altitude. If we could get something where it at least doesn't, the pillar isn't right in the middle of the thing, like so. Yes. Too sharp angle. Yeah, this is how you had to do bridges previously in the game. If you try to do curvatures on bridges and so on, it's still like that unless you use the curvy bridge. I haven't tried. Angle of connection is too sharp. It's too steep. Angle of connection is too sharp. And go down and building in the way. Yes. Angle of connection is too sharp. Do you think that this? Think it might work. Or if we're at ground level at about now, we're not. Oh, are we? I don't. Yes, we are. Works. That's the wonkiest goddamn piece of walking part. It's not that wonky, but it's being able to do curves would have helped. There has to be some sort of fundamental limitation to how they are implemented in the game engine or something that prevents it from being reasonable. Yeah, but that's good. We build that ourselves. And the construction crews are coming. All of them. Oh, there is so much traffic and things here. Let's see if we can get try the flying machine out. I like the flying machine. You have to turn debugging mode on and then do that. Actually, yep, there we go. Someone's walking here to the constructions. Okay. Buses are arriving. Oh, all trains are standing still because there is almost no wind whatsoever. Oh, it's a lovely summer's rain. Then, the 15th of July, how's the temperature? 24 degrees. Ah, lovely. Oh, there was just a shower. We mostly get showers here in the Soviet Republic. You don't get too bad weather, actually. It's very good. I mean, of course, it's not as good as it was in the olden days of the Soviet Republic when the weather was static and rain didn't exist and winter didn't exist. But this is nicer now. This is better. That's real good additions to the game that makes it richer and makes for better gameplay. And footbridges are also great. They make it possible to hook up things here that would not have been. Production has stopped in the power plant. Is it serious or? Yeah, it could be serious because nothing's going on here. Okay. Well, the crew is coming. The crew is coming. Right, I tried turning off the line spacing for the line of people going out here to the coal mine and the power plant and everything. I don't know if that did it any good or bad or what happened. I think it's such a short route and they have 4 of these buses. They'll take 135 people a piece. You did not bring a whole lot of people, did you? Have you ended up in a situation like this? Where not all... Yeah, they don't get off. All workplaces are full, they think. And they might be at the moment. I wonder, do we have another bus stop in range? Yeah, this one might well be in range. Yes. Then, okay, it gets a bit bothersome. But yeah, we have to start. Yeah, you specify all the workplaces that you have: power plant, ore processors, gravel processor, coal mine, asphalt plant, and concrete plant. That's too distant, and this bus stop. Okay, so that maybe 30% of the population, that's what they're doing, is they sit around on the bus. First they wait at the bus platform for half a day, and when the bus finally arrives, it's a very fine bus, of course it is, yes, but yeah, then they finally get to the place where they were going, and there's no workplace available. They sit on the bus for 4 hours, and then they end up teleport home back to their home. I'll probably go out shopping or something. Happiness is at 99%. I don't think they're just saddened by it. I mean, not a bad thing, bad living. Hang out at the bus platform, hang out with the people on the bus, and then either go work in the coal mine or steel mill or something, or get to go home and have the day off. I mean, there's a 30% chance you have the day off. Basically, yeah, unemployment is too high. I'm talking about this. I'm not considering it a problem, really. We have a workforce in more than plenty, and now the power plant is up and running again. Great. And that I probably missed some important workplace that is now not getting workers, but these places are supplied from elsewhere, so it should be fine. Okay, now people will actually get off the buses, whether they believe the workplaces or there are any workplaces available or not. Also, construction traffic interfering with the delivery of workers, with commuters commuting. This is where I like the flying machine here, because we can get very, very close to things. And it's actually a lot of detail to this, but to this game, but they have limitations on the camera movement, regrettably. There is a shortcut key, but you have to unhook a couple of fingers to get that, to do that. So that's not something you can accomplish for extended periods of time for free camera movement. Yeah, now all the people get off, I think, the bus. Lots of people streaming down into the coal mine. Fantastic. Coal is flowing. It's not flowing into here. I hope that is because its storage here is full. And if that's the case, then that's fine. Except that we may actually now be using. Yes, this might be a. If you explain what you're on about instead, people may understand better. What is he trying to say? Yeah, these. I changed it around a little bit here, so the conveyor from this coal pile, which is supposed to be a backup or something for the power plant, that's previously went into the power plant. Yes, which meant that it had to share. The power plant had to share the supply with the steel mill and everything, and the steel mill uses a bit of coal, the steel mill. Not right now though. But yes, that means that we're now actively conveying coal from one storage into another. This one. May actually prevent this one from working. Yeah, it does. Should we put this back as it was? What we can do, maybe. Yes, what we can do is this. I think if we put up another conveyor here, if we put this back in. Yeah, we'll have it immediately. They are busy building the food industry there, and then we do priorities on this. and put the output priority on that one. Yeah, that should be higher than the other one. Low, high, low. Yeah, the medium isn't connected, so I don't think it doesn't matter if it's low or medium in this case. But is this now getting no workers? No workers. Didn't I add this to the list of things to do for... Oh. Okay. It's also a thing then. How many people are out here now? At this, not that many. Most not that many here neither. Where are all the workers? Now they get off the bus, and in town, there's still platform or terminal is full. That's fantastic. But we managed to keep one of these filled. Meanwhile, but there are 250 people in the steel mill. They can't export steel. We could sell a train of steel. Yes, we need the money for all sorts of things. Go there, load, go to the border. They want dollars or rubles. We get rubles from selling the vehicles. So actually we get a bit of dollars. This is mostly for them to have something to do. Really want to do this. Nah, you know what? Let's we just send the train over slightly prematurely. Nothing wrong with it, doing it like that. Here, slightly prematurely. That's like almost full. Yes, could we get more workers in here? Well, we are a few. 91 engineers and 260 workers. That's pretty decent. Wonder where are the dumpers ending up? They're ending up in the Soviet Union. Here. Is they're not standing around here? It has to be. It has to have been here quite rather recently. But you're not waiting until loaded. Is that the case? Yeah, you're not wait until loaded, so we get full trains going. You're just causing traffic. Oh, you have only gotten to here. We can't turn you around. Oh, you really shouldn't have been let through. You should have waited there. Why are you here? Why are you here? Train? Little train? Have I made a mistake in the signaling? Or why are you here? Because these should really be... I mean, if these were change signals, this would not happen. Then it would have waited here instead. Which is what we wanted to do, because now you're blocking all the things. We can't have traffic coming in. It would have been better if you waited here. And yeah, if we change these to change signals, that ought to be how it works. And it doesn't matter that it's a change signal the other way, because there is no further signal. But then it turns red. That doesn't work. Okay, then we have a mixed one then. We have a change signal that way and block signal that way. But why isn't it's not supposed to be green? There are trains there. Yeah, we can have it this way anyway. Have you finally gotten going? No. Yeah, you have finally gotten going. It was this train that you were... It's the most useful train, a cement exporter. How much money have you brought us this year, in July? This year, dollars, cement, 305,000. That's just lovely and excellent. We go see how they do it on the thing. On the food industry. Yes. Oh, I think they're coming along. The storage is quite large and expensive. It's like from beginning it must have been 500,000 or something. So it's going to take time and a bit. And we're starting to get frame drops. So it's time to abandon. This place has served, is now finished. Yeah, that's how it is. Or we could stop expanding. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's still fine in other places, just that this particular place, we could have another place almost just as dense, or maybe not quite as dense, but quite dense somewhere else. But this is now full. Can't get more stuff in here. Starting to slow down. And it happens so gradually that you don't necessarily notice it until it's too late. But this is starting to get too late. It isn't too late yet. It's almost smooth. It is pretty damn smooth, but it's not 100%. The fountain that we built ourselves. I think that is what instills the people with the fantastic government loyalty that they feel, isn't it? Because I think it's still doing great, right? The happiness has gone down to 99%. It was 100% a while. Culture enjoyment, 44%. That's why they are less happy now that they have culture, they have the cinema. They watch depressing movies, probably. Previously they were only going to the sauna and the swimming pool. No worries. And now they have this to make them think about things. Probably get Soviet propagandized. The building is on fire. A big wind power plant is going to burn down. Okay. And if you go, then that's going to burn down, and then we fix it. Yes. The platform is not full anymore. Oh no! Now that we're unloading all of these, it's the car builders. That I would really like if that was a full bus. Every time. And the car builders, that's also a line where I'm not sure that it's necessary to do the line spacing. I don't know. We can try turn it off here too. We have a decent amount of people, but we have 5 of these buses. Five of them. Right, and car builders. Yes, how it goes. Yeah, you're working at the power plant. Here, in August. It must be a tough day for you. Almost as tough as the people in the fire station. They at least have to be ready. You're not doing anything. Another building is on fire. A school is on fire. Ugh! That has fire protection. That's the wind power plant. Wouldn't want that to happen. They're not... No. There are no children getting injured, we hope. Why aren't you here yet? There we go. 12 firefighters they brought. Well, there are children in the schoolyard. Okay. We need more schools. Wow. Okay, we have had a baby boom, apparently. Also, there are only 3 staff available for some reason. Don't know why that would be. Yeah, the baby boom could be due to the... Yeah, right. Okay. How many of these are unemployed due to small child? 9%. Yeah, you're getting more daycare and more schooling. Yes, residential. State infrastructure for children. Prioritize. I wish we could tell them to prioritize a single thing. There is a way we can cancel all of these for now and then sign a single thing at a time. But there's so much activity going on here. Food factory is halfway done. Its problem right now is that there is no worker or mechanism. There is a mechanism, but it cannot operate on its own. Steel is arriving. Our own steel. Great. But of course, yeah, there is something quite important still remaining here to be done. Something that we haven't done yet. It's the best part is still to come. It's the hooking up the rail. We have that roundabout, but we can't use it because there is no way to get something onto there from this way. So we have to use this. This, yeah, we can use that. Where is the Where does the switching and such take place? It takes place there, okay. This have a separate switchyard and everything. Yes, got that. Shut up. The notifications, that is. Workers are arriving. The food factory, and they have all the stuff. Finally. 15 more. Okay, the bus platform is getting emptied out. Now where do they all go? They maybe spend their day walking back and forwards here between these two bus stops. 179 people are waiting here. It is full. I see. That's where they all are. Well, we could get people from there then. You can get people from there. But is this working in regards to keeping, for example, the coal mine in very good supply of workers? It's decently supplied with workers. It even has coal in its outputs buffer. And this is full. That's great. You're using just about the right amount. New huge construction office. Yes. And that old steel mill is full. It's not quite full, but it's pretty close. Yeah, but we're building stuff. That ought to use quite a bit. And the building still comes out of here. Yes, but that means that we should have the truck is maybe. Oh, yeah, this is the truck. That takes steel out of the steel mill to use for our own construction. As opposed to ending up here and being either turned into a vehicle or sold. As is, we need a bit more wind. The trains are not happy about this. Couldn't imagine. Oh, this one is rolling. That's decent. Yeah, the wind's just picked up. There's a new vehicle type available and unemployment is too high. Let's have a look. Yep. It's about time to wrap because it's now on its way here, the food industry, and when that gets done, I still haven't built the railroad for it. That's what I was supposed to. What happened to that? I'm not sure. The building is on fire. That burned down. Yes, it did that, but it was during. That's a wind blade. Go back. Do you actually have any buses? The Mars 302, Mars 305s. It's not a lot. Why something? It maybe is enough. One of those is enough to empty out one of these places. We can turn up the volume here quite a bit. But you have this place, isn't that this? This is reachable from this. It's far away, but that's how it is. Doesn't have any foot access. It has that one, but that is other infrastructure is in the way. That's a construction bus. You're going to an unfinished footpath that requires 59 workdays to finish. Is this? This should maybe be a bridge. Or tunnel. It's even the tunnel, maybe. think it is. This is now finished or what? The overground bit? No, the overground bit is not finished. How did they manage to do the tunnel? When these are not finished, I don't know. It's there. That's the important bit. This is the footpath turn on that go up overground. And yes, Katzinshad you have. Oh, there's like a maelstrom of people here, just streaming around. Look at them all. Really sharp and snappy dresses, considering what most of them. Well, some of these may be engineers at the vehicle factory, you know. Yes. It's some of them maybe. That's about the only thing we have out of this place, I think. Come to think of it, yep, I think so. Yeah, so a few of them will end up working as engineers at the vehicle plant. Most will be coal miners or steel mill workers or similar things. Although this, it's difficult. This is fantastic. I don't think you're supposed to be this close to them, but it works. The diesel fumes, I could almost taste them on the tongue here as the bus were going by. It's pretty grim. We have a few smokestacks bellowing out. The heating plant seems to be going very strong it's like still August. Maybe there's a cold spell or something. Power plant is also going quite decently. Yeah, I mean, this place has exploded in population and in stuff, and it's continuing to grow. This fire station, did I? No, I have not bought any fire trucks for it. Still not the right button. This is now a staple. Since we have the Scanias going around, Scania fire engine would not have been a bad mod. Or community addition to the game here. Yeah, the food factory is almost finished. You just need a bit of boards for the roof, I suppose, for the roofing. 12 tons, and that should Scania just have brought you. And now the workers went home, just as the material arrived. Okay then, how are you doing on... this is finished. electricity we haven't brought to them yet, and still have not actually laid down any railway for it. What the hell are you doing, Mr. From why haven't you gotten around to this? Flattened terrain. Yes, alright, we have a bit of severe stuff going on right there. If we go out this way and try and switch it onto this at some point. See quite very well, but decently enough maybe to get this. And these two, and that will block whatever is available here. We can take them out a bit. That was the correct track, right? Yes. So, diamond. We need to make this quite long. We can't, because the roundabout is upcoming. We can make it as long as possible. Which would have to be about there. Yeah, I'd say it's as long as you can make it. That looks completely intuitive. Is that really right? Yes. It will be a bit of a kink and wonk there, but I think that the trains will actually do it. Sure. I'm reasonably sure that that would have worked, but just to be... just to be sure. There we have it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Doesn't have to be more complicated than so. Also, we can't get any more in. There's no space available. I just have to think about this now because it's a bit counterintuitive. This too is counterintuitive. Yes, many things are counterintuitive. Though, I don't think it's a good sign that this is unelectrified. It claims to be. It isn't. Unless I managed to get some... Okay, I managed to get some other types of track in here. Somehow. This is very convenient now that you can do this. To upgrade it all one go. You should also have used it. Yeah, this, I found this. This is how you do batch auto construction. Using rubles. Ta-da! Maybe I already said that, but there you go again. That's fantastic. That would have been many clicks otherwise. But there we go. Yes, change signal. In and out you go, and that and more space too. Wait, this only goes that way. Okay, yeah, we have it in a little box, in a few boxes. The food factory is finished. It's without power supply. Yeah, we don't have not brought electricity yet. Correct. Distillery. This should cover most. It covers all the way out to here, except for. It covers the high voltage too. Very good. Here, out here we have a transformer where we can take electricity, and also I should maybe hook up how much meat? 304 tons, not an enormous amount. I think that the train here, you could stop your activities actually you start here, you start waiting until unloaded. As what happened to colleague cam? Colleague cam did colleague cam froze up. What? Aha, I see. Colleague cam did not freeze up. Yes. Thing is, if you hook up a charger to a telephone, yes, if that charger is also hooked up to the wall, it actually works. Otherwise, it's going to drain the battery quite quickly if used in such a fashion. This is no longer live. There we go. Well, food production is established. What's this? What have I done here? Yes, you're no longer doing that. Yeah, or you're waiting until loaded and you don't buy anything else. This should be decommissioned, this train. But it has stuff on board, so park it up and try and unload it. Yes, electricity. Indeed, electricity for the colleague cam too we should have had. Right, we're going to have to be without colleague cam for the last moments here of fixing up the electricity. Yep. High voltage to it, why not? We might as well. We have plenty of high voltage infrastructure right here. High voltage. Too steep? Don't be that way. High voltage line. 14 megawatts or 15 megawatts. And out to there we can have a small thing. 8 megawatts. How much? What is it maximum you can? If we completely fill it up with meat, which would be a disaster. 13.5 megawatts. That's half the power plant. That's 300 tons of coal per workday. Let's not end up in that situation. Then. 13 megawatts. You're going to need one of these then. But we're not going to end up in that situation where we're drawing that amount of power. Now this is all intermingled here. That cannot be touched. Also there's the things going to the railroad is from the wind power, and if there's anything else then that should be from the transformer. It's where is the connection? The connection is over there. Right, we can use the space that is already used by the railroad to some degree. Yeah, that looks completely reasonable. What the hell is going on in there? Where you have one of these power lines hooked up directly to a warehouse. It's an enormous freezer. That's what it is. 2,500 tons of meat. And due to game mechanics, that requires then 13 megawatts. Yes. We have excellent fire coverage. That's the railways lane. It's all... Oh. There are many of these. Here. This has to go pretty quickly when 150, 60, 70 and 80 workers. There is no way you're going to be able to feed gravel in such a pace that you're using it up, and you're sending more workers. Send more gravel. Here's more gravel. You have 3.5 tons of gravel out of a capacity of 23. Apparently the gravel production is not keeping up. That's no good. I did have a gravel heap recently. Have I turned this up? Nope. We're just using a whole lot of it then. And not producing it very quickly. This stone crusher is maxed out. Only 8 people want to work here for some reason. Did I not include that in this? I did. Oh, there's only one worker waiting here. Do we have people in the fire station, for example? Yeah, plenty. They're missing crops. I seem to have been missing crops for a while, or you're maybe almost always missing crops. Or is the train not working? Train is running at 120 kilometers on its way. So it's all good. It is. It has a bit of a ways to go, though. It will be a couple of days until it arrives. Yeah, I think that I should wrap it up. Yes, I should wrap it up. It's almost finished. Well, most of the factories are finished. Livestock farms here that are not finished. Lots of workers on the construction sites. And even the footbridge is coming along, and this is finished. This one is not. How's the underground stuff? Not going anywhere. I think the tunnel is finished. And the slaughterhouse is finished. People are even showing up to work here. The way the scale is that we only need the fewest amount of people in there and a lot more in here. Yeah, electricity still have not. I only brought high voltage to the freezer. Much of this is already getting electricity from town in one way or another. I don't think that these will use that much power, right? That gets the electricity from there. That's great. And we'll have just a substation out here somewhere. Somewhere here. Here? Not somewhere here. Here. And footpath. Eventually. sharp a turn. Oh no. And a medium voltage switch. There we go. Unemployment too high. Yes, yes. There's too many people. But it's fine. We have so much surplus. I think. At least that we except that we don't grow our own crops. That could be next order of business somewhere else then. Perhaps. We will see what the food industry yields first. There we go. Get that built. All the factories are done. The livestock farms are not completely finished, but they are just about to become finished. Should set up a bus line then. Food workers. You go from town to here, and I don't know how much people we actually need out here. Maybe it's enough with one of these. Maybe it's not. One of these. Cutscene shed bus platform. You only load and you unload. Wait until unload. It's not going to work with people. Yes, apply it and start it. Yes. There we go. Very good. Calm. There, we just can't keep up gravel at that pace. They go through gravel in seconds. One truckload, and how much? 500 kilograms you brought. What's wrong? Where's all the gravel going? And why aren't you waiting until loaded? 22 tons, that's more like it. 0.28 tons to the combined, and you're only set to load 14%. Why? The stone crusher is working as quickly as it can. There is a little bit of a delay. It has 2 parking spots. Yes, but if we get into a situation where we're not using as much gravel, we're going to have a traffic jam. These are damn slow though. I should replace them. Yes, I should definitely replace these. Line. Get rid of these old crappy ones and get in some new good stuff. But we have a dumper. Now this that does 23 tons. That's pretty good. Green. 2 for each line, and that's dumper, stone. And stone 2. Yes, stone 2. Yeah, and stone 1. Or just stone. Line stone. That did not quite. Vehicles on line. 4. Yes, the old ones are still here too. Yeah, go get going, and all of you are on your way. Then we see what happens when they get here and we get rid of these. We can't get a bit more speed on the gravel. I just bought dumpers. I just realized that we actually make those. That exact same thing is the only vehicle that we are licensed to build at the moment. I just bought a few. That was unnecessary. Now you have to. You're now out of electricity here all of a sudden. How can that happen? No workers in the power plant. This is how that happens. 7 megawatts. What has happened to this place? Yeah, we have become 14,500 people in a very short amount of time. And still growing exponentially here. That's how it works. We're procreating like bacteria. But the housing is going to stop pretty soon. I'm not going to continue expanding. That will slow it down too much. And it's not like we don't have a great supply of workers. 350. Platform is full. Yeah, what happened to the food worker line? I put one bus on it. Yes, you know what we need is we need a grain train. This grain train. There's nothing that we can repurpose. I don't think so. That one and cargo wagon. A few of those. That train is waiting for too long, but that's why we have so long trains, you see. Supposed to wait for long. Rather long trains. As long as you're not waiting in the way for someone else, then it's all good. Okay, there's only 17 tons of gravel remaining, actually, on the groundworks. That should be one load. How is it doing? How are they doing? Have they gotten around? Have they gotten here yet? They wrapped half an hour ago. Fan. That's way too long. 1.5 hours. Damn it. Jävla stolle. Yeah, but it got exciting here at the end. We got lots of stuff done. Yes, gravel quarry. Gravel quarry. Yeah, we need to sell this now. Goodbye. Thank you so very much for your service. You have transported the gravel that has gone into all the stuff that we have built ourselves. These I'm not going to throw away. Here the stone is worth 264 rubles. You're still out of power. Or out of power again. What the hell is going on? No workers. How is that even possible? I think you should turn the line spacing back on this line. And I could do just... Yeah, I'm going to be that way then. I can't stand this. What you do if you have a situation like this and you don't want it like this is you build a second bus stop. Yeah. This can bite you, but I take the risk, you know. We also have a high voltage line in the way. Slightly. I have a tiny bus stop in the mod gallery, but I think you can get in this in here if we just are persistent enough. Yeah, because there's a high voltage line up ahead. You refuse to build here. Come on! Oh, it's not going to do it. Okay, well, then screw you. Platform. The bus stop tiny. Like so. Yeah, get that one, and then we have connect this for good measure. Like so, and we take from the bus platform here. We add one more place for you to go to work, which is that one. Then we could have this one to go to there specifically, explicitly, but that I think will be enough. That will have a little buffer of workers here ready to feed into the power plant. We shouldn't have brownouts such as that, and that I shouldn't get distracted and not sell these damn things. Screw you. Screw you. Oh, thank you so very much for your service. All the stone. And so on. Problem is that we can have two unloading at the same time, but they end up waiting for each other at the entrance here. Maybe that's not always how it goes. Yeah, the plan that is also to be finished. It's not. They're still missing 10 tons of gravel. But you keep bringing workers in. Do we have any dumpers on the way? No. Yeah, this one. 10 tons. Yes. This is going to do it. You're going to this is the last load of gravel for this project. So we have waited. As we have waited. There's almost I don't know what to say. We have waited. Hey, Lennon. Hey. You're in the middle of town with your load of gravel. Couldn't you have taken the route outside of town? Oh, but this is the shortest. But you have ambulances and people, and people are transparent to traffic, though. It's very charming about the Soviet Republic. I hope they do not change that. It would probably turn into a gridlock instantly. Yeah, we actually see the thing in action here. Everyone's walking that way. Yeah, we only need 2 people in the slaughterhouse, right? This thing is still not finished. Now construction is running without issues. But now you realize, oh, we need to bring all of these things too, which we have not brought previously. That's going to be... we have better access to that than we do the gravel, though. Turn up the speed on this, get it done. I wish I could send this on its way to load up on the crops whilst we're waiting, but if to do that I have to, well, we can send it in here for the time being. Say. Then remember to, but instead of unloading, we actually tell you to load something nonsensical that will not exist here. livestock will not exist there, for example. There, and you wait until loaded. That will keep you around till we're ready to receive you in here. This piece of the bridge has not, they have not gotten very far on this. That's because this is not actually connected to anything on this end. Now it is. Now we have workers in the food factory. Still no power supply. Missing electrical components. Sources without the electrical component. Yeah, that's because you're using the wrong source. If you were to be using the proper source, it would not be out of electrical components. Yeah, this is not confusing at all of the stuff we got going on here, but the electrical components are made here, and I think that, yeah, we have quite a few of them. And we tell you to go there instead. Electrical components, get that out of there. That means that we have used up all the imported electrical components, and from now on we're using our own for construction. Yes. Might already have had it. Yeah, you already had it that way. No, did not. Yeah, if they're not building anything that requires a resource, they will not complain about not having it. Construction is now running without issues. 36,000 rubles worth remaining of work and resources. Actually, all the resources has arrived. There's only work remaining. 355 workers we have here. And crane is arriving. Another crane. This train, we can send you directly here. We don't need to send you here. Like this one, yeah. It's crop import to food. And a little thing. You're at the border. You're about to be finished. We can now get money back by clicking this button. 4,500 rubles minus remaining on it. And yes, you actually do get the money if you click it. There we go. It's done. That means that we change this to go here instead. Unload. And wait. And don't do this. And just do that. It's still without power supply, this damn thing. Because the electrical components, you know, they're on their way. They only needed very few. We put the limits on here and start by just maxing out the crops, which is 24,000 tons of crops, which sounds like a lot, but it's not that much, really. It requires quite a bit. Food, keep 6,000 tons around, maybe. Alcohol will keep 1,500 tons around. And meat, we can't really decide. That will just keep on going. But we regulate it by how many workers we have in especially here. in the slaughterhouse. Make sure to try and keep it stable. And that should do it, I think. When the train arrives, they will have crops here, and no electricity will happen soon. Yeah, the substation is getting built. And you have electricity because you have your own dedicated high voltage line. I would have... This doesn't seem to actually go anywhere. Yes, it does. It goes in here. Yeah, but this high voltage switch is not finished. Yeah, they'll get around to it. This is finished. Livestock farm. I don't think we need 2 livestock farms running at full tilt. We can turn this off. Have 1 for now. We also don't need a brewery running at full tilt once this gets finished. If it does, yes, they're on their way. The train is going to be a while. Yeah, but that's it. That's the food industry. We're in 1 hour and 40 something minutes. God damn it, that took way too long. I'm sorry. Let's see what about to do next. This area is finished. More or less, I can't do any more because I'm starting to drop frames. 15,000 people. That sounds pretty decent. Thank you so very much for watching. Cheers.